Cancer. Okay, now we're back to it. We're back on here. The feeling is that it's like I'm seeing, and I'm hearing that song, Wake Me Up When September Ends, and it's like I'm seeing some people are like, look, they're clearly not ready. I'm hearing as well. I'm seeing people like looking at each other, like darting each other some glances and stares, like, okay, this company doesn't seem like they really have it together as well, or there's something about even the funding, like something isn't as shiny as promised. I'm hearing as well, but I'm hearing that guy's gold tooth sure is. I don't know what that's alluding to, but yeah, something just feels a little I don't know, sneaky. I'm hearing slimy, a little stalkerish as well, like in a way of like we stalked you all, and we all know, you know, what you need in terms of what your degree programs promise. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone actually being given an offer, and like the person who makes them the offer like calculates. Sorry about that again, the phone cut. We're back. Yeah, now again, I'm seeing like people looking at each other kind of like, you know, something is a little off here. I don't know about this. Something is not adding up as well. But again, I'm seeing someone who like actually makes someone an offer, and they have such an explanation that is so robust for why they have decided on certain types of, I'm hearing rhythms and I'm hearing routines for each of the castmates. I'm hearing members, but I am seeing that this is kind of like financial, and then I'm seeing some people actually kind of like weirded out by that. Like, wow, you looked into my history, I'm hearing on LinkedIn like that, like, and you looked up my my last earning profile, and that's kind of like a little bit learned of you. I'm hearing specifically that's a little I'm hearing a little lucky as well. I'm hearing, because my information's kind of well protected. I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number, you may feel like someone just I'm hearing they're getting your sentences also like printed out here, but in ways that are not really like pretty. Okay, I don't know what that's alluding to, but like someone may kind of be taking your image and like saying, hi, we need like to use this much of funding towards this and that much funding towards that, and you know, your hair looks kind of like frizzy there, so we're gonna need to like, you know, do some stuff there. And I'm seeing you kind of like, this is not how I see. I'm hearing Hansel and Gretel making their vows here. I'm hearing out in the long term. And so something here perhaps for a number of you just feels like, you know, there's not enough feeling. I feel like you're not feeling me as a person. I feel like you're not feeling me as a human. I'm hearing a human being who needs to be also come someone who is empowered by the space they work in. And the Empress here is kind of agreeing with that. I'm hearing specifically mirroring the Fool. For a number of you, there's a vision of yourself that you have. This is specifically for a number of you where you're like, I need to be able to have the resources to carry out what it is that I so desire. And if I'm not feeling accommodated in that space, if I'm feeling like I need to challenge my own I'm hearing my own creative director here on what I feel this discussion is also leading to, I'm hearing no. I'm hearing, where's my change? I need it back. I'm hearing, make sure I don't have a hole in my pocket as well, because I'm not going to be, I'm hearing pacing back and forth to find I'm hearing where we left off on. I'm hearing in this discussion and kind of like I'm hearing backtracking, backpedaling, to say it in the way that I'm seeing someone is kind of like, I'm not going to be negotiating on this, okay? Like, this is not open. I'm hearing for like discussion or review. These are absolutes, these are values, and they're non-negotiable. I'm hearing specifically non-negotiable. Now, we've got the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Temperance card on the floor. Okay, I'm hearing there are a lot of letters here that we feel we need to write out. Okay, and perhaps even it may be related to 7 different stages, 7 different stories, 7 different people, 7 years, 7 times, 7 events, 7 days. I'm hearing as well. There's something that someone feels is getting a little bit stale though, and you have the Hanged Man mirroring the Two of Pentacles. The Three of Cups is in reverse, and the Daughter of Cups is looking off into the future. Now, I'm seeing that I'm almost seeing like a band with members who are a little bit like they're floating, like they feel displaced a little bit. Like, what are we gonna do now that Sweet Delilah's over? I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like, you know, what are we gonna do now that, like, you know, our hit song is like no longer like hitting our buttons? I'm hearing as they should. Like, you know, I'm almost seeing a group of team members I'm hearing as well. They're kind of like, you know, what's our take-home message, guys? Like, what is it that we're actually going to be wanting to talk about at the end of the day? And it's kind of interesting because I'm seeing that whoever, you know, has kind of aggregated in this space, actually, I'm hearing feels the experience out to such a degree that it leads them to find that feeling together in a certain way. Very interesting. The Judgment card, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing vetoing the practice. I'm not sure what that is alluding to. I'm hearing with the Angel Investor, the Judgment card mirroring the Ace of Wands. Like, I'm seeing a group of people who are just like, we don't like the way that the company is going. I'm hearing specifically, like, we don't approve of how, I'm hearing the washer works with the dryer there either. I'm hearing like there's something that just feels not really, again, like connected, seamless. I'm hearing also natural. I'm hearing it feels superficial. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. And if you got like Cancer in your chart, right, there could be that sort of absolute sixth sense, if not the first sense that's used, that speaks to intuition and knowing when something is in place and out of place, and when something is, I'm hearing, right, and when something is also not really wrong, but just not really good enough. I'm hearing in terms of where it meets our needs, okay? And Cancer is all about that, right? And I'm seeing like flashes of light. Cancer is all about, right, the roots and the foundation, the soil, that kind of harnesses growth for the long term, right? It's the very beginning. It's the very beginning stages that lead to the long term of growth that happens, right, in the 10th house of Capricorn, right? The 4th house and the 10th house kind of being exact opposites of one another. So, and what is considered, right, opposite or opposing. But the Emperor here in the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, I'm seeing that for a number of you, like, someone is really thinking about, well, this is a matter of the long term. It's not like, yeah, today and tomorrow and how we talk through these few days. It's like, what are we talking about when we're talking about the long term? And if the soil doesn't feel like it's properly, I'm hearing moistened every morning. I'm hearing after breakfast. I'm hearing, I'm sorry, buddy, but it's got to be, I'm hearing just that, I'm hearing heart chakra, okay? Like there's something like, I'm seeing it has to do with a vulnerability, but not only, I'm hearing sensitive, okay? I'm hearing sensible, like, specifically, and I'm almost seeing someone like, you know, why do you not realize that your flowers are dying? Like, I don't know, like, I'm seeing like a Cancer, I'm seeing someone like a Cancer who's like, they go into someone's house and they look at also the way that their, I don't know, like their pictures are hanging on the walls and like everything. I don't know, like the something about the plants, like someone feels for the dying plants in the room, and that gives them like so much more of an impression than any of the words that are actually exchanged in the room by I'm hearing Dionysus and his clan. I don't know what that's alluding to, but Pisces, I'm hearing strongly. Now you have the High Priestess at the base of this Two of Cups. And the feeling is that, yeah, I'm hearing there's some kind of, there's some kind of stalkerish storyline here with the Moon in reverse and the Seven of Swords upright. Like you, but let's backtrack again. I'm getting that someone walks into a room, and again, it's like I'm seeing it's like a big, like an office building, and it's supposed to be very impressive and whatever else. And I'm seeing again like Cancer, like you walk into this room and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm hearing Reiki. I feel like I need to Reiki this place first of all, which is like not a good sign. I'm hearing specifically if you're feeling that way. You know, kind of like, you know, and you feel like I need to apply some sort of like healing practice. I'm hearing to the very space itself. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but again, always take it as you will. Now, whatever it is, I'm just channeling what's coming through. Dear Cancer, always take it as you will, right? Not necessarily in any particular way, right? Just channeling what's coming through. But Moon in reverse and the Death cards up, right? This is a lot of Scorpio energy here specifically. For a number of you, you're like, I need to get to the very root of this. I'm hearing of this piece of property. I'm hearing as well, I need to know like what's actually like underneath the soil. I'm hearing I need to, and it could be also of a certain discussion. For a number of you, I'm hearing you're not going to be entering that room without going home with the absolute. I'm hearing the absolute. I'm hearing write up of your I'm hearing R&D. I'm hearing research and development proposal here. Okay, for a number of you, I'm hearing again like you're getting ready to go in for like, I'm hearing some sort of battle here with the Death card and the Moon. For a number of you, it has to do, yes, with funding. For a strong number of you, the Mother of Pentacles in reverse and the Judgment card in reverse and Moon in reverse. For a number of you, I'm hearing you're like, I'm not going home. I'm not going to be skating. I'm hearing I'm not going to be skating home alone. I'm hearing on the rink. I'm hearing in 2D. I'm hearing I need to make it. I'm hearing for a number of you, this has to do with your with the physics of this experience. I'm hearing emotionally, like for a number of you, you feel like I need to regenerate the space. I'm hearing I need to transmute. There's something perhaps even that you feel it's like I'm not sure. It's like for a number of you, it's almost as if there is this expectation that something needs to be made clear, but what leads really to that clarity is like actually moving through concepts that are quite in depth. And I'm hearing kind of may lead to a few sore points here. I'm hearing specifically on the body, be it etherically, the death card is mirroring the sun and sandwiching the wheel of fortune. Now, to say it in the way, I'm almost seeing someone who's actually getting like acupuncture. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but always take it as you will. Again, the moon reversal, you could have also some sort of healing work done. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer. Always take it as you will. I'm going to move into the extended reading. Feel free to join me there via the link in the bio box below that will route you to it. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Bye. I don't know, Cancer. I know some people have been asking if I do private readings, and I do as of yet. So if that's something of interest for you, then feel free. You can check those services out via the link in the bio box below. And I know some of you as well have been asking if I do other private services, and I do. You can access those as well via the links in the bio box below. A number of different services there, astrology reports, also energetic alignment protocols and the like. We've all got all 4 elements in our birth chart, so there may be a focus on, let's say, how you're harnessing and channeling those energies. If that's a focus for you, if you want, let's say, to strike greater balance, if you're feeling a little out of balance, I feel like I'm thinking a lot, I'm in my head a lot, or I feel like I'm feeling a lot, it's a lot of just feeling, and I want to maybe balance that with what it is that I feel I'm participating in a physical way, even in a social way, then, or even in an active way, in a performative way, then that might be of interest for you. You can read further on those services via the links in the bio box below. And if you have any further questions, feel free to email me at alchemy@gmail.com. Thank you so much again for tuning in and loving the light here thin. Thank you so much again for tuning in, loving the light to you on this journey forward, Cancer. Again, thank you so much for connecting and tuning into you. Thank you all so much for sharing this space. Loving the light, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks, Cancer, again. Tuning in.